Yo, what up, Nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live for your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. Bringing you guys another episode of some shit that's on my mind. I had a speaking club, which I have every Saturday, and I told you guys about it, but some dumbasses in the comments were talking shit like, oh, you say you don't have any speaking clubs, but you're doing a speaking club. Like I've said for the past 2 months, I only do a speaking club every Saturday for the school called the London English School, and no, I don't do it for free. I get paid, but since I don't really need to make rubles right now, that's the only thing I'm doing. Everything else I'm doing is on the internet. And what I want to talk about is we had a conversation the last time we had the class, and one girl was asking about me and girls in Russia. And it led to us talking about having female friends and if they believe if guys and girls can actually be friends. For the most part, the class generally said no, that guys and girls, they can't really be friends unless they like grew up together, they're around each other every day, so they're like brothers and sisters. But other than that, they generally can't be friends. Like just meet somewhere at random, start hanging out, and just be friends. It doesn't really work that way. And to be honest, throughout my experiences in America and in Russia, that's generally true. But right now, I'm going to talk about two situations that I have going on with me, and I don't know how they're going to unfold. If the status of our friendships do change, I won't say anything because, that'll be kind of fucked up. But I do want to speak about what's going on because I'm very curious because I'm not fully sure of what's going on. Like, I really don't get it too much. But usually when it comes to girls around me, people around me know what's going on better than I do. So it's either I think the girl's just being cool with me and the guy's like, dude, you're fucking stupid. She's in love with you. I never fucking know. So these are the two situations I'm going through right now that I want to talk about and see if you guys can shed some light on what the fuck's going on. And I'm going to try to explain every fucking detail so you can understand it. You ready? First situation. There's a girl who just cooked for me. If you saw my post on Instagram, yes, this is the girl I'm talking about. Let's call her Girl A. No, let's call her what's a geeky ass girl name? Let's just call her Penny. Penny. That's a geeky girl name. Let's call her Penny. Now, Penny is an attractive girl. You might meet her very soon because you might start making videos together. But Penny is an attractive girl. She has glasses. She's kind of short. She looks sort of like a rocker. She has some tattoos. She has some piercings. She has very large boobs. Very, very large boobs. But interestingly enough, she's one of those girls whose boobs are so big she doesn't like showing them. So she typically wears very big shirts to try to hide them. She doesn't like showing them off and shit like that. She's not like that. She always tries to hide them. But like the more you hang out with her, like you just know, like Jesus Christ, you have some really big boobs. She has nice teeth, a cute nose, piercing in her nose. She's a very attractive girl. Now, this is our friendship. I met her and two of her friends at the same time. We all met at the same day, basically, in my apartment when I invited them over from like the internet to hang out, whatever, right? So all three of them come hang out. Me and her two of the friends, we got whatever we got going on. But with me and her, when she came over to hang out by herself, we kind of just talked and we're like, hey, let's just be friends, And we kind of came to a mutual, I think it's mutual? Yeah, mutual agreement on that, to just be friends. But what's interesting is like, I have some bad habits that I have with girls. I have some bad habits, so let me explain my bad habits. Like, you gotta understand, there's two sides to me. There's a sexual side, and there's just like, how do I put it? It's the same way I treat my cat. It's just a touchy side. But it doesn't mean anything sexual. So if you've ever seen me like hanging out with the cat, I'm always cuddling with the cat. I'm always petting the cat. I'm always spending time with the cat. If you're a person who lives with the cat and I've been over your house, even if you're a girl, fuck you. If the cat's cool, I'm spending all my time with the cat. That's just how I am. I like touching people that I like, not guys. Because, it'll be weird. But, like, if you're a cat or a female and we're cool, I'm just touchy-feely. It doesn't mean anything sexual. You know what I mean? It means nothing sexual. You know what I mean? So, I tend to have bad habits with certain girls, like with her. Like sometimes we'd sit down and like I'd put my arm around her. You know, I might even let her put her head on my shoulder. I might even like rub her hair. It's non-sexual. I don't even realize it. Like I just do it. But the thing is, the way she responds to it, she's always like, so nice. Or I give her a compliment, like, oh, you're so cute. And I give her a kiss on the forehead. It's like, oh, that's so nice. And she always just has like this positive response to it. And I'm like, all right, we agreed to be friends. Is she actually having a positive response, as in like, she just likes it and thinks it's nice? Or is she responding in a way of like, I want more? I never know. Like, I never know. You know what I mean? And then people would look at me and say, dude, you're an idiot. You don't see what's going on? I don't. Because you know what my problem is? When it comes to girls, I take them on their word too much about how they feel. If a girl tells me she doesn't like me, that's it. She doesn't like me. I'm going to take it for how it is. If that's how she says she doesn't like me sexually, she doesn't like me sexually. If she's comfortable being next to me, whatever, fine. But I'm not going to take it as anything more than what she told me. That's how I see it. You feel me? And other than that, that's all there really is to say about her. I mean, we're kind of physical. Like before she left, she like gave me 4 hugs before she left. And like she knows she has like the biggest fucking boobs in town. And she's always just like stuffing them in my chest and shit. And I'm like, oh, this is a difficult friendship. And she'll start laughing and giggling. There's a possibility she's getting off on it and I'm an idiot. I admit that. But how am I supposed to fucking know? I don't know. I take her at her word value. You feel me? You know, because I don't want to try to violate her to find out if it's true. I'm just going to take it for as she says it. That's the first situation with Penny. Second situation is with the girl I told you guys about before. I told you guys about this girl maybe last weekend when I went out to the bar/club and I saw a girl who was just extremely attractive. Like man, like top 3 girls I've ever seen in this city. Like easy, top 3 that I've ever seen in the city. And you know, it just kind of blew my mind. I was looking at her all day, but I don't approach girls in Russia. So I did what I usually do. I got ready to leave, you know. And as I left, her and her friend approached me and we exchanged information. But what's interesting is she has a boyfriend. They asked me to hang out with them and I said what I usually say. I say that's very nice, but I do not hang out with girls who have boyfriends. They tried to persuade me anyway, and I said, look, you're not listening. It doesn't matter if your boyfriend's not jealous. It doesn't matter if he's in another fucking city. I don't hang out with girls who have boyfriends, period. That's just a personal rule I have for myself. So, since that's not happening, she, the one I'm really into, starts communicating with me. Because I thought after that conversation, it's over. She writes me, she starts sending me music, and we're talking. And you know, I don't know. But the fact that this girl, I forgot to mention the most important part. I told her friend that night what I felt about her when I got home. She was like, oh, you know, I want to hang out with you. And I was like, look, I don't want to be rude, but to be honest, your friend is one of the best looking girls I've ever seen in my life. There's no way I'd be able to get close to you with a friend like that. That girl is an angel. That's what I told her. I'm like, that girl is one of the most gorgeous girls I've ever seen in my life. I cannot really, basically what I told her is, if you're into me, don't waste your time. Your friend is just too much for me. And if that's your best friend, there's no way I could be with you and have her around. Like, it's not going to happen. So I basically told her that, look, there's no chance of me and you because your friend's a goddess. And of course, she told that to the girl. She told that to her. So she understands how I feel about her and how I look at her. But yet she keeps communicating. So it's like, maybe she's just basking in this might be even a MGTOW video, actually. This might be kind of MGTOW. I might include MGTOW in this or something. I'm not MGTOW, but this might be a MGTOW type of subject. Maybe she's just basking in the glory of me, my adoration of her. Like, whenever I talk to her or I send her a song back, as she sends me a song, she's like, this guy likes me so much and all this stuff. Because she did compliment me. She said, you're a very beautiful, handsome man and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But, she admits she has a boyfriend. But yet, she does compliment and she does exchange songs. Like, we speak to each other through song. So she sent me the first song. I sent her a song titled that responds to that. She sent me something that responds. And we go back and forth. You know what I mean? And every day we have a conversation. She initiates it. I don't start talking to her. She writes me. So basically, I'm trying to have these two female friends here. It's difficult. One, I want to have an online friend. And the other one, I want to have an in-person friend. You know, but it's hard. It is difficult. And it's just difficult, man. It's just difficult to have female friends. It's the only way I can have a female friend is if we know each other through somebody else. That's the only way. Because, like, if I know a female through a girl who I'm dating, I'm not going to touch her. You know, that's through a connection. But when you just know each other through each other, that's way harder. You know, that's much, much harder. It's way harder. You know what I mean? But other than that, especially when you hang out alone. Like, when you hang out with other people, it's much easier. But when you hang out alone, like, that's just hard, man. I'm just going to see if I can make it last. And that's basically it, man.